Pocket Party. Yeah. When I'm down and feeling low with so much negativity, I listen to Darren Carter's Pocket Party. He got his friends as guests and they be really funny. It ain't over till he say, boy, don't hurt nobody. Yeah. They run.
Previously on the Pocket Party podcast, Darren was watching Little House on the Prairie, and it got too exciting, so he slowed it down by watching The Waltons.
And we're back, everybody. It's your host, Darren Carter, the party starter with John DiResta. Thank you so much for the great feedback from last week's episode. By the way, dates out the gates. Look for me in Clovis, California, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Austin, Texas, Brea Improv, a lot of great things. And if you want to show a little bit of support, you can click one of the links. It says buy me a coffee and do any donation, anything you want. Or if you want to buy a cameo, I'll do a personal shout out to you. Do a little bit of, I like my women like I like my, and we'll have some fun with that. And John, you got some dates?
I do. I'm November 21 and 22, Governors in Levittown, Long Island.
Nice. Now check this out, you guys. I haven't talked to John. And I said, save it for the air. So check this out. Here we go. This is a message I received from him earlier today.
DiResta, my phone is broke. It's in the repair. If you still want to do tonight, get here at 9:30 and set up your shit. 9:30. And I'll be here right about 9:35. But if you want to get here about 9:20, 9:15 to set up, so we could do it quick. Okay? If not, I understand. I don't have a phone till tomorrow. Really bad screen broke. Thank you.
So here's what happened, guys. I said, you know what? I got to get there. So I got here earlier than normal. I got here at 9:25. He left the door unlocked. It was a little creepy because you're in this, you're in an urban area and there's lots of people outside and, apartments and whatnot on his street. And I'm like, all right, no one's here. I don't think someone might be in the back bedroom. I don't know. So I come into the house. I set everything up. And I'm like,
and you wait.
And I wait. And I wait.
And wait. Dude, I'll tell you, not having a phone is a very, very, very unusual thing.
I was going to ask you about that. So
I don't like it at
waited,
all, dude.
Just so you guys know, I got here 9:25, and we're recording this a little after midnight. I said, I got to stick around for the store because I went from...
So I didn't even know if you would be here.
Oh, I went from like, oh, I'll just wait. Then, oh, damn, it's been an hour.
Yeah.
And then I got to the point where I was like, okay, this is... And then also I kind of felt weird sitting in the house, because I don't know who's here. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird. I don't want to, So I had the door open and I was on the front porch and then there's different strange people walking by and like talking to themselves.
This neighborhood, you could see like an all-black female heavy metal band walk by and never see them again.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You could see just strange people.
Yeah, there was it looked like to be, plus my eyesight isn't the best at night, but it looked like a cholo and some lady. It looked like they were moving or something.
That I don't know about.
Down there, and then all of a sudden some glass broke because they dropped something by accident. It was like, crash. And
then you hear crazy different chickens clucking.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And
Airplanes.
And then this Indian guy was like he'd start just giggling to himself, drinking a beer and lighting his smoking something. And then he'd walk away and then
I'm second guessing my whole existence.
Be on a cell phone and stuff. He was like, "What the boat doing?" And just like,
you see like a homeless Indian guy, very good.
It was weird, dude.
Maybe $2. You have $2.
But I was out here for like 2.5 hours, and I was
dude, I'm so sorry.
But it's okay. It's great. It's actually funny because around 20 minutes ago, I said, you know what? This is just getting weird now. It's like, because I know he doesn't have a cell phone.
Do you want to hear the story?
But I will, hold on. So then I said, you know what? Whatever that number is that you called me from today, I said, I'm just going to call it back. And I think, I'm assuming it's going to be your son. So
right.
And it was. So I called him. I go, hey, you know what? I'm in the living room, actually. And he goes,
I'm 8 feet away.
I know. So he hangs up. He comes in. And then it was kind of like, whoa, it's weird. Where's your dad? And we were both kind of like, it went from being funny, like, this is weird. Like, what do you...
To worried, right.
And then he's like, he did comedy tonight. He goes, I don't know, where did it... And I started naming places that you might be. And he goes, that's the one. I think that's the one. So he called. And he's like, hello, my dad. He's a comedian. I got a weird question. Was he And they go, "Oh yeah, there was a contest. He won." And she said she seemed really jovial and
Oh, see, I wasn't sure how you knew how I won. I thought you were watching something like a
No.
live.
no. And then
That was Hannah.
she goes, "Well, he should be on his way now." And we're like, "All right." And then
Oh, okay, good.
So we're kind of waiting, and then it got to the point where we're like, "Okay, it's been long. What the hell's going on?" And then you rolled up finally, and it was like,
Got it.
"Yeah."
All right,
what happened?
here's what
yeah,
happened.
tell us.
I get to this gig at 9 o'clock. I'm going to go on. I always go on first, right? I always go on at first at 9 o'clock. It starts a little bit late. I go up first. I come out, and there's just a little minivan in front of my car. And so I run back in the bar and say, "Hey, whose van is it?" And no one answers. You follow?
Yeah.
So I go back in, and I wait, and an hour goes by. I don't know how to call you. I don't know how to... and at one point, I go out, and I'm unblocked. But an hour or so has gone by,
Yeah.
so I think you're either not here anymore, and I'll just explain to you,
Yeah.
or you did a podcast with my son. I was hoping, like you, I don't know if that even crossed your mind.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
To be, what is it like to have a father that's a comedian and a rankaholic, and you have to live with the guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought somehow you do a podcast with your son.
I didn't even know anyone was here though.
Okay,
so
no, I get it.
Yeah.
And,
was
and
like
now
weird.
I'm going to tell you why I didn't run home an hour ago. Back here.
Yeah.
I just went to do a regular set.
Yeah.
And when I got done with the set, the guy said, "The first contestant of the night has gone up." And I said, "What do you mean contestant?" He said, "Tonight's a contest, and the prize is $50. And I had a really good set.
Yeah.
And so while I'm sitting there, while the truck is blocking me in, I'm like, all right, I can't get to Darren, but I might win $50.
Right. Yeah.
So I wind up, even though the car got unblocked,
Yeah.
I thought you were done.
Oh.
I should have ran here.
Yeah.
So like a schmuck, I sat there and waited.
Yeah.
And guess what? I won $50.
Yeah. That's cool. It's worth it.
Dude, I should have ran back.
I'm all good though. I'm fine.
Oh, and you
Yeah.
want to hear another really crazy
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
This is really weird. I had no idea what time it was.
Oh yeah. No watch.
Dude, the watch doesn't work. It
And your
didn't work
phone,
the
you
day
don't
I
have a
bought it.
phone. Oh my gosh. I was gonna ask you, what's it like? They call that like on an airplane. They say like if you don't look at and you watch any movies, listen to any music, they call it raw dogging a flight. So tonight you've been raw dogging life.
Not only am I raw dogging, I have you, I have podcasts, I have people that I owe furniture to.
Yeah.
You know, I have dates, I have bills
Yeah.
I have to pay.
Yeah.
Dude, it's really, it's between sitting through these other loser comedians, I'm gonna just be outright honest.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm on this. I'm trying to do a lot of sets, so I'm wind up doing shows that aren't A shows.
Yeah.
They're not B shows. Dude, they're misfits. So between misplacing my phone and tonight and missing out on you for an hour and winning a $50 bill,
Yeah.
as crazy as that is.
Yeah.
And you know who the judge was? The
Who?
story is crazy.
Who?
There was one judge, the bartender, that answered the phone for my son.
Oh wow.
Hannah.
Wow.
She was the judge.
Wow. It's a real $50 bill.
Dude, it's a
Yeah.
real... And guess what? The phone is $120 tomorrow.
Wow. And how did it feel to hand the phone over and know you're not going to get it till the next day? It felt weird, right?
No, I'll tell you a really unusual thing.
Yeah.
So about 3 or 4 weeks ago, in the dark, outside of dialysis at 5 a.m, I go to slam my car door and it doesn't shut. And it has a history of the silver buckle getting in the way.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
The
So
belt
you're
buckle.
slamming
I mean, the
buckle.
seatbelt.
The seatbelt metal, you're slamming it into where?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, my cell phone falls out. I was slamming my car door on my iPhone with all my might.
Oh, damn.
This is 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
So the screen is really broken.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it fixed. And my girlfriend in Florida, every time I speak to her, she says, I can't really hear you.
Right.
You too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
I can't really hear you. Something's fun. Dude, now I'm
Right.
putting it together. Together. We should be detectives.
And your speaker.
We're putting it together.
You're putting it. There's a play.
So watch
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
Today, I jump. So the screen is broken. 2 people say they can't hear me. But I have a million other things to do with my life. Today, I jump out of my car at my shop, and my phone slaps to the pavement. I hear it slap.
Oh, no.
And I make a mental note. I have to back out of the way of traffic.
Yeah.
And I back all the way down the driveway of my shop, and I go, "Oh my God, my phone is in the street!" Like I made
Yeah.
a mental note. It was
Yeah.
So I was so happy that it was there, and in the sun, I saw that same crack now spread by 100. So the phone is face up, and I see what
Yeah.
time it is.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't see. I just see the big crack in the sun. I pick it up, and it's like green and dead.
Oh, yeah.
That was the heartbreak. So this is 5:30 in the afternoon, and I have a customer on the way, and now he said 4:15. I don't know what time it is, and I'm just sitting in the car. So the same thing that happened to you happened earlier today, and I borrow a phone from an old Mexican tamale lady,
Yeah.
and I call the customer, and I say, Larissa.
How did you know their number?
Oh, dude, you're never going to believe it. Dude, the fact that you asked me, this
Yeah.
is the greatest story you're ever going to hear.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my car with no cell phone.
Yeah.
And the guy's bringing $300 for a picture frame. And who
Yeah.
doesn't need $300?
Yeah.
And he's on his way.
Yeah.
And at 4:15, I sit in the front because where I work is a little bit weird, so I could wave him down. 4:30, 4:35, 4:40. I'm just sitting waiting. I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave. And out of the corner of my eye, in the floor of my, you know how I keep my truck,
Yeah.
is a receipt book. Like a receipt book that you saw in the 1980s.
Yeah.
That you flip one page and you give the yellow copy.
Yeah.
And I go, and I have 10 of those in my life. There's
Yeah.
one here, there's one there. They're just, whatever one is handy.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, the odds are 1,000,000 to 1. I reach down, I flick. Larissa's husband. And I have the phone number, and here comes the tamale lady.
Yeah.
Can I borrow your cell phone?
Wow.
Julia, the lady that works
Oh,
in my
you know
shop.
her. You know the
Julia.
tamale lady.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a trust factor. Because I
Yeah.
thought about that too. Like, if some strangers, like, can I use
Oh,
your
no,
phone?
I know. No.
Yeah.
This is Julia, like my landlord.
Yeah.
You know, like we work together in the same
That's
lot.
what I'm saying. How would you?
But she was very
Yeah.
nice. So I called
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Larissa. She goes, I just texted you, thinking it's over.
Yeah.
She goes, he's going to be there in 10 minutes.
Oh.
And I met the guy, and he was nice. Watch this. I said, what do you do for a living? And I've met him once or twice. He's a
Yeah.
customer. He gave me a big rolled-up painting, like from Picasso, that I have to make a frame for. And he's a sports agent. And I said, do you represent anybody big? And he said, he has a player today on a football team playing. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
And I made a Jerry Maguire reference, and he said, I hear it 100 times a day.
That's funny.
So he Zelled me $2.99.
Wow. That's cool.
Then I came home.
And
No. So this is what
Yeah.
I'm getting at. So
You think
I
he
had to
zelled you.
wait
You don't
for
even have
him.
a phone to check if they've zelled you.
I had to wait. I trusted him.
Yeah.
I had to wait for him.
I just zelled you some money right now.
I had to wait for him, knowing the only cell phone place at Sunday at 5:30 in the afternoon is going to. But I had to wait
Yeah.
for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As soon as he zelled me, I hopped in my truck.
Yeah.
I went all the way to Cell Phone Guys on Whitsett and Burbank. And from 100 feet away, there's no cars. I got it's closed. That's it. It's closed.
Yeah.
And as I pull in the parking lot to pull out, the door's open. It's cocked open. It's the greatest thing I ever saw. So here's the big ta-da. The guy looks at it and goes, this is really cracked. I said, yeah. He said, however, there's a green light. So the phone is still alive. That's the good news.
Yeah.
I said, he goes, I can't fix it. I go, thank God you're open. I'll wait. He goes, oh, I can't fix it now. He goes, you got to come tomorrow morning. I'll have it fixed by tomorrow morning, if I can. And I go to leave, and he takes the case off
Yeah. Careful.
and
careful.
says, and says, "You might need your ID and your wallet." And I said, and he takes the case off. He turns it over. The phone looks like it was hit with a sledgehammer. 3 weeks it went infected without me knowing because it was in the case.
Wow.
That's from when I slammed it in the car door.
Yeah.
He even said to me, he goes, "Oh my God, what happened? This is almost the worst thing I've ever seen."
Yeah.
He said, "I hope I could save this."
Wow.
So to answer your question, just to hand it over to someone that could fix it meant as much as, all right, I'm going to go without it.
Yeah.
I got to take my
I
lumps.
got to do it, yeah.
And guess what? It's better than a car accident. It's better than
Right.
I'm responsible for.
I'll tell you, there's a place that I go to. It's called LAPC. It's in Burbank on Hollywood Way and Magnolia, across from Porto's.
Okay, I know where
And-
that is.
That's a place that also has like repaired so many phones for me and different things. And I had a cracked screen once, and yours is probably a lot worse, so maybe that's why. And it was during the weekday, so it wasn't like what you just described. And they basically they said it took about 2 hours to take the glass off, put the new glass on, that kind of thing. So if this doesn't work out, you can go to this other place.
But it's a
Yeah.
very, very, very unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Because I said, I have a lot of info on that phone. You got to look me in the eye and tell me you could save it. And he said, I'll do what I can.
Yeah. If he can't, though, I know this other guy, and they have like jeweler's glasses, and they look at things, and it's like legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see. Again,
Not
this
saying
whole
that
night
you're-
has
yeah.
been an upside down. And these comedians, I don't want to sound like Mark Maron.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like... it's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh my gosh, I believe it. Hey, I got some. Do you want anything else on that? Because I want to. I got
No.
some ideas I want to get
Go
to
ahead.
you on the podcast. First of all, we had so much fun earlier this week doing
Right.
the podcast.
Right,
I said,
100%.
let's keep it going.
100%.
I love it. Okay, so here we go. Put your mind, take it back. Do you want to hit personalized license plates or Rolling Stones worst songs of the '80s? What do you want to get to?
Personalized license plates.
Let's go. Personalized license plate. My question for you. Have you ever had a personalized license plate? Would you ever get one? Or do you ever?
I've never had one. I always wanted one. I might even ordered one. Watch this. I'm such a rankaholic.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered one that got turned down. And
Really?
I wish I knew what it was. It got,
Yeah.
this is like, in the late 90s in California,
Yeah.
it was something, it might have misspelled the word F word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was getting
You had a
cute.
69 in
Yeah,
there or
yeah,
something.
yeah. You had a 69 and an F and a U. I don't
Yeah.
know. I wish we should fill the joke back in, what I ordered.
Yeah. These nuts.
But
69.
Jimmy DiResta started I Make.
Oh, that's cool. Your
So
brother.
there's one person in every state
Yeah.
that has I Make.
I make.
And I want to get I Mock,
I mock.
right? Because that's what we do. We make fun. We
Yeah.
bust balls.
Yeah.
We're from Long Island.
There was a funny. This made the news. It's funny only because the guy did not mean it like that. But there was all this outrage of this guy driving around in a Tesla, like a Cybertruck Tesla, and the license plate said "LOL October 7th."
Oh,
LOL October 7.
no. Ew.
Yeah, so people are like, "What is this guy laughing at us?" October 7, LOL. And so the DMV reached out. Total misunderstanding.
Wait.
Because, that's what the Israel and the Hamas and
yeah.
Palestine. And for the listeners that maybe don't know, here's the deal. Guy's a Filipino grandpa. And I guess in the Philippines, nickname for grandpa is Lolo. So the LOLO was Lolo. CT stood for Cybertruck. And then the 07 had 7 grandchildren. So it's
that's
like, LOL October 7th. But no, it's like
a complete opposite.
Lolo CT 07. It's just total whack. Like,
I saw one today
yeah.
that I saw one today and one yesterday that I couldn't figure out. When I see them, I try to make them like a puzzle in my head.
Yeah.
However, one of the very first times I drove in a car in Long Island with I was with Leslie, and we had just met each other, and this involves you. And we were driving my mom's car, and we stopped at a red light like in Garden City, and there was a license plate that just said Punjab. And you and I think,
Yeah.
have an inside joke.
The Punjab Palace,
we played
Fresno,
the Punjab
California.
Palace,
Come on
right?
down.
Yeah. That's you and I, right?
Get your car blocked in.
Yeah.
The Punjab. Oh, yeah. And there's a same thing. There's,
So
yeah,
she didn't understand
Oh.
why she was photographing
Yeah.
a license plate
That said Punjab.
that said Punjab. And we're at a red light turning yellow, green.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need to explain it. Just take a photo of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
zoom in. So,
That's funny.
yeah, I would like to get a personalized license.
And I drove past an 18-wheeler today, and they were and it said like Punjab. And for the whatever reason, when I saw that word, it reminded me of a boxer because the jab part really stood out. It was like Punjab, like he's gonna jab you.
I do know this. I said something. I did a routine at John Lovett's about the names of
Yeah.
guys in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, Haji and all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
Haji's the obvious Muhammad, but I said Poonj Nib. It doesn't flow.
Yeah.
It looks like Scrabble. Poonj Nib. It's not. And what's the name was howling. Murphy, female comedian. What is? You don't remember her first name?
Murphy. Yeah, curly hair.
No, blonde,
I don't know.
Irish. She was howling when I got off stage. She goes, "That's my guy at my 7-Eleven."
Oh, wow.
So it was a real
Oh, that's
name that I
cool.
picked up.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was like the ultimate inside joke with somebody.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Rolling Stone. I couldn't believe this, man. I heard this. They had a list of top 10 worst songs from the 80s. I want to know what your thoughts are. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Do you because okay, number 10. Never Gonna Give You Up.
No, I like that song.
Never gonna give
Yeah,
you
Rick
up.
Astley.
Never gonna sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Austin Carter, my son. Oz the bass boss. Yeah. Several Halloweens he would be Rick Astley. Kind of looks like Rick Astley. All right. Number 10. Number 9. Do you remember this song? Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah. I like it.
Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah,
Oh,
Frankenstein, young Frankenstein
Yeah.
sang it, didn't he?
Putting on the Ritz. Yeah.
Didn't he have him dance to it in
Yeah.
a vaudeville show?
Do. Putting on the Ritz. Yeah, I like that song. It's funny.
Yeah.
So far, I disagree with this list. Number 8. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
Yeah, that song was annoying.
Oh, really? See,
Yep.
now I like that song because I also like. Remember? Do you remember Weird Al Yankovic's parody of it? Hey, Lucy. Oh, Ricky. Oh.
No, I don't remember that.
Hey, Lucy, I'm home. Oh, Ricky, you're so fine. Okay. Number 7. Now, this song I could see. I like this song, but I could see. I know people got annoyed at it. Number 7. Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, I love that song.
I love it.
Don't worry, be hacky. Here's a little joke I wrote. You might have heard it
note for note. Don't worry, be hacky. I got a bit about 7-Eleven.
Yeah. You push the dot and his garage door opens.
Don't worry, be hacky.
That's funny.
By the way, big time. Can I say this story? Yeah, fudge it. I ran into your old manager, Barry Katz,
Right.
and I'm sitting in the green room at the world famous Ice House Comedy Club, and there was a guy there, another famous comedian, Craig Shoemaker. Craig books country clubs and whatnot, and he asked me to do a date. I can't do it because I'm already booked somewhere, and I'd mentioned your name to Barry about how great the impression is and the great advice that you've given him. And Craig goes, "Oh man," he goes, "I should hire John DiResta." He goes, and he asked some question like, "How is he? And I go, "He's great. He'd be awesome." I go, "He's a little dirty, but for your country club, but I'm sure you could clean it up." And
Right.
And then John goes, or Barry Katz, he goes, "Can I say this?" And I would say this with John sitting there. And do you remember what I told you? Can I hear your impression of what Barry said, basically?
John
Lovable.
He's
Lovable.
He's a very charming, lovable guy, and he means well. I mean, he does a lot of penis jokes and moisture jokes, but he gets away with it.
He said something a little bit more on the on
Okay,
the
go ahead.
nose.
I don't remember what he said.
Lovable hack.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no shit.
Yeah, say that.
Yeah.
He's a
lovable hack. Did he say that? I didn't
did.
know that.
He
no,
said
dude,
that.
watch this.
Yeah, he said
you
that.
You want to know something?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you cleared that
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, lovable
No,
hack.
dude, for
Yeah.
the last week, you know
Yeah.
what I'm thinking?
What?
You said, this is what I heard,
Yeah.
because my phone was broke.
Right.
You said,
Call back.
hey, I brought your name up.
Yeah.
And Barry Katz said,
Big
John
old
DiResta is
smile on his
lovable.
face. Yeah.
And I thought you said Shoemaker said, is he a hack?
No.
For the last week,
No.
I've been thinking Shoemaker
No,
asked if
no.
I was a hack.
No. Yeah.
No, dude, I missed that completely.
Yeah, Barry-
Even just now when you pitched it to me, I would have remembered that.
Yeah.
I literally heard you
Wow. No.
but you did this setup.
Yeah,
Barry
yeah.
said John DiResta is a really charming,
Yeah.
lovable.
And he goes, if he was
And then I
sitting
thought
right
you
here, I
said-
would say it. He goes, I would say it right now. He's a lovable hack. And I was like, yeah. I mean, because as soon as he said that, all I could think of is, don't worry, be hacky.
No, but dude, I want to think I'm not a hack.
Right.
But guess what? A hack doesn't know he's a hack. Did you know that? Dude, that's the oldest saying. A hack doesn't know he's a hack.
But also, I think, because I remember like about a year ago, you were like, you know what? I had a realization. I'm gonna embrace being.
Did I?
Yeah.
I admitted to it?
Yeah, you go. I used to try to be the comedy police. Oh, I got to come up with the most original, the most, Then you go. Then I thought, what am I doing? I'm doing a show on a Tuesday for a pizza and a Venmo that comes in 3 months later.
Okay.
You said some rant that was pretty funny like that.
Well, dude, tonight was a watershed night. Tonight,
Yeah.
like I said, I even feel bad because I should have hopped right in the car, but I
Yeah.
said an hour's gone by, hour and a half.
It's
Hey,
my-
I didn't want
Yeah,
and watch
yeah.
this. I didn't even know if you were coming.
Yeah.
In other words, I gotta, and then I said, well, now it's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
He sat here. Matt told
Yeah.
him to go home, or I thought you had a genius moment with Matt.
I know. If it really wasn't that important.
Look, there's a
Yeah.
famous book called Living with Groucho.
Yeah.
It's Groucho
Yeah.
Marx's son.
Yeah.
And I always said that Matt, Sabrina, or Shannon, but especially Matt, who I live with, can write a famous book about being the son of a comedian from New York. That's kind of a hack,
Yeah.
right? Like Groucho.
Right.
And very funny with the improv and
Yeah.
in the moment and all that,
Yeah.
right? And instead of it living with Groucho, it would be called Living with Grouchy. So that's why
Yeah.
I thought...
No, listen, I embraced it. You know how you've said stuff in the past like, hey, I did it for the story, like some weird gig where you drive 2.5 hours in a mountain
Right.
and cross a bridge and go to some island. Hey, I did it for the story. I said, I'm going to wait this out. I'm not going to.
Dude,
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah.
I thought you were going... I didn't even know if you ever came,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I was even going to call my son Matt from the bar.
Yeah.
Because I know he's here with you.
Yeah.
And I don't know his number.
Oh, it's funny.
Why would I know his number? I don't know anyone's number.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. If it was really super important, I would have just called his number, whatever that number was, and been like, hey, where is he?
And then watch this.
yeah.
After sitting there with the car still blocking, I'm thinking you guys are going to pull up at any minute just to make sure I'm okay because of my health. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Like no one got in a car and came. No one
Right,
gave
right,
that
right.
much of a shit.
No, damn, everyone's sitting there on.
No,
everyone's
but what I'm
creating their
saying,
own-
even when I pulled up, it was
their own
very.
drama.
I've had and
Yeah.
I had to sit through so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
misfits.
yeah. Let me say this: as I had your door open and I'm sitting here and I'm just like, dude, I was just kind of, at one point because I stood outside for about 2 hours, and then I thought I'm gonna sit down now. My legs hurt, so I sat down. I'm just kind of playing on my phone. Oh, I uploaded a video. I can do that, just so I kind of like uploaded a video and I'm. Put it on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. And I'm just kind of doing what I normally would do anyways, is editing and kind of playing around, looking at stuff and then gathering stuff for the podcast. And then, so it didn't really get weird until about 2.5 hours in where I was like, damn, I got to call. But anyways, let's get back to this list. Here we go.
Okay.
So we got Don't Worry, Be Hacky. And then number 6. Do you remember this song? Rock Me Amadeus. Amadeus.
Yeah.
Rock
I
me
never
Amadeus.
liked it. Never liked it. I thought it was extremely annoying and over. I'm sorry. What was the?
Rock Me Amadeus, number 6 on this list of terrible 80s songs, according to Rolling Stone.
Okay.
Number 5, The Lady in Red.
Yeah, never liked it.
I like that one. The Lady in Red is dancing with me. That song?
Yeah.
You didn't like it? Okay. What about, number 4. I love this song. What about you? So now you're a metal guy in New York. I don't know if you'd like this song. It's very poppy. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it was good, right? Wake me up before you go go.
Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo.
Yeah. Number 3. I didn't like this song back then, but I like it now. Number 3, The Final Countdown.
I never really liked it, and now it's in every commercial, so I don't like it. I don't like
The
that.
Final Countdown.
Yeah. It's not bad though.
Yeah. Number 2, Take My Breath Away. Take my breath away.
Yeah, I could do without it.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. Number 1, I did not like this song at all. And I think what it is just because it got overplayed back in the day, because there'd be like 1 or 2 stations you'd listen to. And every time I got in the car, it was always on. And I didn't really like it. But as time has gone by since the 80s, I like it more.
What song?
And that song, number 1 with the bullet for the worst songs, Jefferson, Starship, We Built This City.
Yeah, I never liked it. It was annoying.
Yeah, right? We built this city.
And I didn't like it. And then it was played every second of every day of every minute for 35 years.
I know.
Yeah. I could do without it.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it, man. At all. You know what song that made me think of? Once I heard Putting on the Ritz, I was like, oh, they're going to kind of go down that novelty road kind of. Another song that I forgot about completely until today. Do you remember the Curly Shuffle? That was a huge song.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
1985, the Curly Shuffle.
There was something about it I didn't like it.
Yeah,
and I never liked the Three Stooges. It's weird.
Really?
Did you?
I liked him, but I didn't like. Some people love the Three Stooges.
No, I was never in love. Ever.
Yeah,
And I don't know why.
Yeah, I didn't dislike it.
Like to me, Benny Hill was funnier.
Yeah, what about Laurel Hardy? I like Laurel and
Yeah,
Hardy.
of course.
Even as a kid, I didn't know what their names were. I was like, Fatty and Skinny.
Watch this. This is an experience I don't think I ever talked about.
Yeah.
My dad used to rent big 35 millimeter films from the library, put them through a old ass movie,
Yeah.
and we had movie night, and we would watch Abbott and Costello.
Wow.
Yeah, it was for real. Yeah, or Laurel and Hardy.
Dude, that's cool.
I mean, it was like a film.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, Martin Scorsese was in the living room.
Wow.
And they would burn up and sizzle out.
It's funny you said that thing earlier about the book and Groucho.
Dude, I'm jealous that you can hold a phone.
I know. I'm holding my phone, you guys. You don't realize, like as I was waiting, I'm looking at my phone. I'm putting the phone down after I set everything up. Then I'm going outside, kind of looking around at all the characters walk by. And then what do? I go back in and look at my phone. You don't realize how often you look at your phone, and
Every second.
probably until you.
Yeah, tonight was a huge lesson for me. Tonight was a watershed moment. You want to see something funny?
Yeah.
Like I said, I made the final countdown. I said, you know what? I might as well win the $50. I knew I had a good set.
Yeah.
And the judge was the bartender, Hannah.
Nice.
And I'm 99% sure she laughed through my set because I picked out a few people at the bar that had a loud mouth to me. And I said, dude, I saw your set last week. It was 7 minutes of dead silence. It was like a tribute to the lost troops. And it got a huge laugh because I called it his set was so silent.
Right.
And I think she didn't watch anybody else. In other words, I think she saw my set and then checked out and went back to being a bartender.
Oh.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone after, didn't
Yeah.
even get anyone's attention. Like, this is one of these places where if you're not getting their attention and getting laughs, people are talking amongst themselves. You know what I mean? You got to
Yeah.
get their attention and then be funny.
Check this out. So I used AI today, and I said, let me see if what would happen if I said, write an outline for a book for comedian John DiResta.
Oh, no.
All right, here's what we got. AI came up with this. Just that simple sentence. I want you to hear this. Below is a proposed outline for a book tailored for comedian John DiResta, designed to capitalize on his comedic voice, life experiences, and unique perspective. Since specific details about DiResta's life and career are limited, this outline assumes a blend of his stand-up comedy style, blue-collar background, and relatable humor. I'm going to skip over some of this stuff, but check this out. AI came up with this. Book title, Screws Loose and Lovin' It, A Life of Laughs with John DiResta.
Okay. Now you got me. And now I'm interested.
Tentative title, evoking his blue-collar roots and comedic persona. The genre would be humor or a memoir. Tone, conversational, irreverent, self-deprecating with heartfelt moments.
Lovable hack.
Lovable.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
Dude, I did not know that. You know this, right?
Yeah, let's just call your book Lovable Hack.
For real, dude, especially from Barry. Dude,
Hey.
I can't believe for the last week, even tonight, I was going to ask you what's the other guy's name?
Craig Shoemaker.
If Craig Shoemaker asked you, is he a hack? Yeah. That's what I heard.
Here's your target audience, according to AI. Fans of stand-up comedy, blue-collar workers, and readers of comedic memoirs like those by Jim Gaffigan and Norm Macdonald. Dude, this is that simple sentence. AI is like, man. Okay. Introduction. Why I'm here making you laugh. The purpose. Set the tone with John's humor and introduce the journey from a working class guy to a comedian. So here's some of the content in the beginning. Funny anecdote from a stand-up gig gone wrong, bombing in a small-town bar, why you're writing. I mean, dude, they really laid this out. Oh, here's where they messed up. Chapter 1. Staten Island screwdriver, growing up DiResta. Childhood and family life. Stories of growing up in a loud Italian-American family in Staten Island. But you didn't grow up in Staten Island.
No, I grew up in Long Island.
But you just change it.
It's different.
Yeah, different. But that's crazy. They know you're Italian, the family, there's a lot of stuff on you out there. That's how they knew it, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. So anyways, there's that. And then I rewrote it a little bit. Like, let me see if that part's here. Because I added hold on. Check this out. Let me see. Maybe I can do it right now. I'll do a little update. Hold on. And okay, hold on, you guys. Check this out. So then I added movies and woodworking. Saws and laughs. John DiResta guide to woodworking movies and making it funny. Woodworking hobbyists and movie buffs. These are going to be your. Anyways, whatever. I looked this thing up earlier. I thought it was pretty interesting. Isn't that crazy how AI can actually help you?
Yeah, I think it's a huge help. I think I might have lost a gig to AI already, a voiceover gig that they could AI it.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything is happening so fast. But I like that. I like that you reminded me,
right.
One, that I was a lovable hack, and two, that Craig didn't ask if I was a hack, and three, just you reading me that little thing reminds me of what I could do, what I should do, and look how angry I was tonight just sitting there while I was waiting. So I drew a picture of Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
And then, dude, mother effing torture. This look, I just keep wrote never again. Look how angry this
What
looks.
was making you so mad? The phone?
Just the fact that I had no phone. I decided that, okay, you probably never came, or you came and left, or did it. In other words, and I chose the $50 because I knew I was going to win. If someone said to you, sit through 5 bad comedians, but you're going to get a $50 bill and a funny story.
Yeah.
You know, now the stakes are high. I'm leaving my friend who's probably not there or waited an hour and left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had no idea you were here.
Yeah.
When I saw the white car, I go, All right, maybe. I don't know what kind of fucking car he drives.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Yeah.
Because he parks there, pulls up 2 feet, pulls back 2 feet, sniffs it, up the ass, licks the balls.
So when did you realize I was here?
I kind of saw the front door open, and it's never open.
Yeah.
And you and Matt came out, and it was really heartwarming that it was so unexpected to see you
Yeah.
that it might as well have been like JFK or Ozzy.
I'm like a stalker.
But not even.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it at all. No, dude, it was
You're like,
it was
fuck,
heartwarming.
3 hours later, he's still
like
here.
you know what you guys represented?
What?
Familiarity and normalcy.
Like someone-
dude, I just sat through. I can't say it enough. I don't want to sound like Mark Maron.
Terrible comedy.
Dude,
Because they're like
just
beginner level.
mental. Can I
Yeah.
curse?
Sure. You're 40
Mental fucking illness on parade.
Yeah.
And there was no immediacy to go like, okay, yeah, that's 7 minutes, boom, boom, boom. There was, how much time do I want?
Yeah. I heard something, a great quote when I first started. You know, they said the worst things to watch are a beginning violin player and a beginning comedian. That's the hardest thing to watch. You know, because the violin player is going to be like,
and watch this.
yeah.
When I made when I said, all right, an hour and a half's gone by, and I could get $50. And he kept holding up the $50 bill, right? Which I showed you. There was only like 2 more and then it was over.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you this. And while I'm sitting there waiting and drawing and writing, never again, I can't stand this. I need a change in my life. But look, that's the set. Look how much I drew sitting there.
Yeah.
Right? It looks like a tattoo from the 70s. It looks like, okay, Mad Magazine. So, but guess what? All of a sudden someone else shows up. Okay, you're next. Now it's like 3 more. Now it was like, I was invested. I was stuck in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, there was like 2 people where they took a long pause, and I just yelled, that was it. That's great.
Where's my $50?
Do you understand? Like, I had to make the set end from the audience.
Yeah. Because there's no one giving.
There was no immediacy to move this along.
Wow. Now, our days were different. Check out my day. So today, my wife and I and my son who just turned 18, shout out to Austin, a.k.a. Asta Bass Boss. It's really a trip because you've raised 3 children, so now you know what it's like when they go from like that little picture over there where there's the 3 of them and they're little and then they become teenagers and then adults. So our son is 18, and today we went to the pumpkin patch and the corn maze, and I just, it hit me that these days, I don't know if he's going to keep doing this when he's, so it's like, today we went there and it was a great day, and it was
You went to a pumpkin patch with your son?
And wife, yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. You want to know something?
Yeah.
That's to be cherished.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
I said that next weekend we should bring my grandson to a pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, I really could make a nice jack-o'-lantern. I know how to carve a pumpkin like there's
cool.
nobody's business.
Dude,
you'd be downright scared of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't make it too scary for the kid. But you got to get into those things because those little things, otherwise it's just a...
Dude, when I make a jack-o'-lantern, it reminds you of an Iron Maiden album.
Nice. Wow. Well, they have that now with AI. The AI, they does the image, and everyone can make great jack-o'-lanterns. No.
AI. It all comes back to that.
Damn it. Anyways, you're right, though. But if Grandpa makes a real pumpkin, from his heart, that's something to be cherished. But you're right. So we went to the pumpkin patch. We went out there, Underwood Farms, shout out Simi Valley, Ventura County. It's really nice. You take the 118, and it's like you said, it's a lot of love and joy there, like families and people, and it's like they have like a whole Western theme with the music. So bands are on stage playing classic rock.
Brokeback Pumpkin Patch. I wish I knew how to pumpkin you.
You got a pumpkin.
You got pumpkin spice.
Yeah. I got a pumpkin spice latte, clam. Yeah, there's like the giant pumpkins there, dude. There's like the whole thing. You could shoot a pumpkin. They have this thing where they have this slingshot and you sling like corn cobs and try to hit targets. Dude, it was they had a maze. They got the corn maze. This one wasn't too bad. This was like about a 10-minute, adventure, and it goes, and as you're going through the different stations inside the corn maze, they have a giant storybook. So you're reading page 3, page 4 of like Jack and the Beanstalk, except it's Jack and the Cornstalk. That's what they do. And just some people don't even read it anymore. They're just trying to get in and out. But it was great though with the family, and we're hearing music. And I had the best pumpkin pie. Like they make them daily. Dude, that pumpkin pie was so.
Oh, I love
good.
Pumpkin pie.
So good. Shout out to
I like everything about pumpkins.
Dude, it was awesome. My wife's gonna make. She makes pumpkin pies. The next time she makes one, I'll bring some pieces, some slices
I would think
for you.
so. For all the podcasts I do.
You get a podcast, you get pumpkin
At 4
pie.
in the morning.
Yeah, it's hey, it's not my fault. It's 4 in the morning. Yeah.
No, I want to thank you for hanging. I want to thank you for clearing up. He's a lovable hack, and I would tell him to his face.
Yeah. As soon
Dude,
as
what a title.
Lovable hack.
Especially from a comedic genius.
Yes.
I love Barry Katz.
I know, he's awesome. And as soon as he said it, I couldn't deny it because I was like, from your own words, you were like, don't worry. Be hacky. Yeah.
No, it's a weird, dude. It's almost like being an alcoholic, everyone sees it but you.
Yeah.
Like this might be an intervention right now. Is this an intervention?
No, because you came.
Seriously,
you admitted
I know
you were
that
a hack like a year ago.
No, I know, but I'm
you
saying
admitted it. No, you embraced it, I should say.
No, I did. I know, but it's weird. I'm still in denial.
Oh yeah.
But yet, watch this. I'll write a bit that starts out with something that really happened to me.
Yeah.
Death. This cop, Robert De Niro, whatever it is, bankruptcy, again,
right,
repossession,
and then the punchline is just hacky.
No, and then the punchline is a street joke.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I couldn't wait to eat that. Now it looks like it's gonna eat me.
Yeah, like here's an example. Have you ever seen an Asian woman's vagina?
Yeah, it's horizontal.
See,
everybody knows that.
I'm a yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know.
I wrote that.
Yeah. Yeah,
dude. In the movie Miss How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I had more chins than a Chinese phone book.
I wrote that.
Is there a beef?
He's a lovable
is there
hack.
A beef?
He's a lovable hack.
No, is there a beef? You want to start?
Yeah, no.
Who are you, Mark Maron now?
Oh, damn. So, what were we talking about before this? Pumpkin patch.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I think since Brian Holtzman and I are friends, I don't want to drop names.
Yeah.
I think since Brian Holtzman is not only a friend, he's a fan of John DiResta.
Yes.
And he's associated with Joe Rogan. So I think you're calling me, what, a musclehead? Comedian? That's a hack.
You're like a
that
meathead.
Does trans jokes.
You're one of those meatheads.
Yeah, I'm a Joe Roganite.
You're in the Joe Rogan sphere.
Yeah. That's it.
Joe doesn't know it, but
neither does Brian Holtzman.
I know. Yeah. You're doing it satellite. You didn't move to Austin. You're still here in LA. But so check this out, man. We had a great day. You're at the farm, or the pumpkin patch thing, and it's huge. So you could pick your own vegetables, and we're out there, walking around and just loving it. And then after that, you know what we did? My son wants he wants more practice driving. So I said let's let him drive. He'll drive. And we drove, and we went. Our next stop was Cracker Barrel.
Wow!
And we had a nice dinner at Cracker Barrel. But even to leave the. It was some milestones for him as a driver because, you have to drive on some dirt lot that they make at those farms. Just everyone pulls in all chaotic. And so he had to drive all across this dirt lot and this windy, hilly road. Windy, hilly road to get to the
I don't like it.
Yeah, to get to the 101 freeway. But he did great. And then it was funny because at one point when we get on the freeway, we're telling him speed up because you got to speed up to get on the freeway.
Right.
But then once you're on the freeway, there's cars with their brake lights. So literally, I'm in the back seat. My wife's in the passenger seat.
Oh, you go Volt.
And then the cell phone has the GPS Waze, also telling directions. So here's your 18-year-old driving self with 3 different voices telling him what to do. Merge onto freeway. And I'm like, Austin, go, go, go. And my wife's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And then she turned to see and then she looked and she saw a brake light. So she went from like, go faster, to slow down, slow down.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I'm
I don't
like,
like it.
dude, I had to laugh because, we all laughed after we parked and we were home okay. But it's like, you're right. It's chaotic when you're like that. But I got to say, this Cracker Barrel experience was great. I don't know if you've been to Cracker Barrel, but it's
I've been.
The whole home cooking vibe, man. It was like so good.
I might have been there with you.
Corn muffins and
it doesn't
Gosh, it was
stand
good.
out to me that much,
Yeah.
but I mean, I've gone there, and we actually. I don't think this was with you, and I wish I knew what gig it is. It's in those notebooks. It's a gig up there in those notebooks.
Yeah.
Where we had a little bit of trouble. Oh no, you know what I think it was? It was Tommy Savitt, and Butch Bradley in Ramona, California. We had a bit of a beef the night before with the people in the venue, and the next day we went to Cracker Barrel to eat, and they were there. So we didn't enter. We got back in our car, went to the next.
Yeah.
I do remember that about a Cracker Barrel.
You were like, you know what I saw? Let me ask you a question. I'm going to mention, I saw a guy with a bolo tie because I've been wearing these bolo ties. I love the bolo tie. So I saw another guy at the pumpkin patch on his way to the corn maze, and he had a bolo tie, and I stopped him. He was with this lady. And I go, dude, nice bolo tie. Oh, thanks. We hit it off. He's like, oh, because it was a very original bolo. I see bolos a lot, and that one I had not seen. And it was two instruments that were kind of crossed. The necks were crossed. And he picked it up in Memphis. He said, he was touring Memphis, and he picked it up in Memphis. And he said, and then I asked him a follow-up question. There were just two people, strangers, connecting on this bolo tie. It wasn't even a podcast. I said, do you have a bolo, like a certain one that really means a lot to you? And he goes, it's funny you say that. He goes, it was gifted to me from my grandfather, and it's a horse head. And he goes, and it's broken. Even though it's broken, it's my favorite because it's a horse head on top of like a stand, and somehow it broke, and the horse head spins around. So it kind of spins. It's like a spinning horse head. And there was that. And then I go to Cracker Barrel. I'm washing my hands in the men's room. A guy next to me is washing his hands. He also
touched your penis.
No, better than that.
He sucked your bolo.
Bet close. I wasn't wearing a bolo.
He licked your bolo.
No. He was wearing a bolo.
He licked your gooch.
No. He was wearing a bolo. And so we took it out to the Cracker Barrel dining area, the store, and we're talking bolo ties about his bolo. And here's the thing I found. People that wear bolos are
all gay. Come on, dog.
Hey, you want to
Am I really pulled down into a bolo tie nightmare?
You want to meet at the cornhole? Stick your bolo strings to the cornhole.
I think next thing you're going to tell me is you were all on To Catch a Predator at a different time.
Don't worry. Be hacky.
No. Is that hacky?
No. I just, whenever you say something about, that I don't like, about my bolo. No,
dude, I used to wear a bolo tie. You know that when I was a rookie cop.
Oh, cool.
100%.
Well, yeah, they were popular back then.
But did all three of you guys meet up?
No.
Or just two?
No,
two at a time?
No. Just randomly, I saw this random guy. Hey, meet us at Cracker Barrel.
No, I thought like you were all gathered in a huddle device.
No, this is like 50 miles away from each other.
I thought you were banging bolos. That's when you're really intimate.
Yeah. Hey, can I tie yours and cinch my nuts? No, this is getting graphic. Listen, no, this is a family podcast. No,
you guys scissor with your bolos. You get you turn right, I'll turn left.
No, the one guy, it was just like daytime,
bumping bolos,
bumping bolo. I'm gonna do a tour called Bolos and Cholos.
The Lovable hack.
Yeah, my wife said that the reason that these bolo people want to talk so much is because they're the only one. They're solo with the bolo, but this is bolo.
You don't see them a lot.
Be on the lookout.
It is uncanny.
Yeah.
That you and your opening act both wear one, don't they?
Dude, we're starting a whole movement. Ari and Azizian. The Western look.
Watch this. I usually go on with just a buttoned-up black shirt without a tie.
Yeah.
So I would be open to an unusual bolo, and especially if it had a spinner on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Get a good idea. Now, I wasn't going to tell you about this. Oh, so I struck up this conversation. He was a black gentleman, by the way, with the bolo. So
okay.
You don't usually see that. You hardly see a guy with the bolo And then you certainly, the times that I have seen, you never see a black gentleman with a bolo. So I go, nice bolo. And he goes, oh, thank you. And he goes, I collect bolos. And he kind of talked to me for about 10 minutes. I think his heart was hurting, dude. I really do. He goes,
Right.
He just started talking a lot. He goes, I collect bolos, and I've had about 8 stolen from me from my apartment. He goes, I say, don't enter my apartment, and they still enter. And he goes, and I told the landlord, hey, I have 8 bolo ties that have been missing. And they go, well, why would we steal that? We don't even enter your apartment. And then he goes on about how they're trying to evict him, and his girlfriend lives there, and they're like, she's not on the lease. I mean, this guy's opening up his heart to me, man.
Right.
It's pretty interesting, He goes, and I told him, I said, it's going to hurt you with your reputation trying to evict people. Like, he goes, I'm going to find housing. I'm a vet. But you guys, this is bad. Generationally, it's bad. Karma, it's bad for you, whatever. He just kept talking.
You could see the whole world in his bolo.
In his bolo, yeah. I felt bad, man. And then even though I did feel bad, it was nice that my wife came up and I had an out. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, it was nice talking to you.
You know what I
man."
get?
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if I ever told you this. This
Yeah.
is a very similar story to people that probably are lonely.
Yeah.
When I go home and do a gig in Long Island and people come out to see me and, we might come to LA, I give I give my phone number. So someone I went to high school with or kindergarten or a cop or cop's widow. Hey,
Yeah.
remember my husband? Well, we might be coming out. We know you have a workshop. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you give the number. And all of a sudden, 3 days later, hi, John, do you remember me? I'm Carol. I was Robert's sister. You gave me your number at the comedy club, and you had asked about my health, and I just wanted to tell you I got 13 feet of my colon removed. And in my large intestine, they found a family of boll weevils.
Bolos?
No, bolos. It's funny. I said boll weevils.
I got
like
excited there.
live. My point is,
Yeah.
now you're just trying to be a nice guy, and you're listening to a half hour of the cancer hotline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many people got cancer?
And what do you do?
You
I know what you're
gotta,
saying. I know.
What are you gonna do?
Dude, okay, back to this book idea. Listen to this AI. Oh, shit. I just went away from it. But I thought it was pretty interesting. Oh, here we go. So we got Chisels and Chuckles. That's another book title.
Okay.
Chisels and Chuckles. Woodworking with a Hollywood twist. Tools of the trade. No stunt doubles needed. These are like different chapter ideas. Your big premiere, your outtakes. Anyways.
Outtakes I like.
You like it?
Well,
You don't seem too interested in this.
no, I do. Dude, I'm very interested. I am. You got to remember, I had a long day,
Oh,
dude. I don't even know what day of the week today is.
That's true.
I worked at a workshop for hours on end sniffing glue. No, and polyurethaning.
Oh,
and
my
then,
gosh.
I come home taking out the phone breaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's bad, man.
And I'm telling you, the whole night, I have no idea what time it is.
Right.
No idea.
It's like a casino. Like your brain is a
Worse than a casino.
Because a casino, they don't have clocks.
Worse than a casino. You know what I mean? And
The only thing real is you got $50 and you're on a podcast.
well, I also made the mistake of, just to even photograph tonight, I should have had some, obviously you and I could take a photo, but at the comedy club, at the comedy thing, I should have at least got arm in arm with someone on their phone just to document.
Yeah.
Because today I'm telling you, it was a watershed moment of me. When Fran passed away, not to get too serious.
That's his wife.
Yeah, Fran passed away about almost 4 years ago. And, I wasn't sure if I'd ever do stand-up again. You know what I mean? I cried a lot. And my first big weekend back was in El Paso. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I remember that.
And for the first 5 shows, I talked about it as if my wife was still alive because that's the way my stand-up act was.
Yeah.
You dig what I mean? Mm-hmm. And on that Sunday night show, you know how sometimes there's a different vibe on a Sunday night show?
Yeah.
And I just didn't even mention that I was married. I just left it out. And there was a kind of a good-looking girl down front. Tattoos, no neck. You know what I like. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I like a deuce and a quarter. 225, no neck, tattoos, bingo wings. When the arms come up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking?
Yeah, yeah.
I like a big girl. And she had the short hair, and we got talking, and I said, "Are you single?" She said, "I am now." And I'm doing crowd work, and she tells me her husband committed suicide in front of everybody. And I'm trying to be the slick one on the single girl. And I reciprocated and told her that my wife had passed away, and we had a drink together, like we did a toast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to make a long story short, I've been rebuilding my stand-up act about not being married, about the new life that I have, and I'm doing it in a lot of these second and third rate places.
Yeah.
And I think tonight I got promoted in the sense that it's time to just try and step everything up a little bit.
Got to a new level of
different. There was one guy that was so bad, and just if in case they hear this, Liquid Zoo, Chris Fumagalli, thank you for the $50. Thank you for making me win the contest. The last contest I won $50 was New York's Funniest Cop. I won $50, and that was set 5-0, set 50.
Wow.
Tonight was set 74-14.
And the prize was 50.
And it was 50 32 years later.
Connections.
What I'm getting at is there was a guy tonight that went up that was so scattered and so drunk, and he was telling a long-winded story, and right before he got to the punchline, he just went blank. He just forgot where he was. And I screamed, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?" And everyone laughed. I go, "Are you done? That was great." And I made him get off from the audience. I didn't even heckle him.
Wow.
Like he had to follow, so everyone else clapped, and he was like, "Oh." So my point is, my dues have been paid. That's what I'm getting at. My dues have been paid. I need a break.
Another break.
I got a fresh haircut. See the haircut?
Yeah, dude, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I handsome?
Wow.
Am I a lovable hack?
Yes, you are.
Dude, I cannot believe. I'm so glad you cleared that up. I'm going to say it again.
Yeah. What do here's what you don't realize until you don't have a phone. You use your phone, it's your calendar.
It's everything.
You receive payments. It's
my lover.
It's a camera.
It's everything.
It's communication.
Watch this. Yeah. When you're a comedian, you book a lot more shows than I do that pay. But when you're a woodworker, it's a minute-to-minute basis. It's an hour-to-hour basis. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I could do it from anywhere.
Right.
I could put a sales pitch on laying in bed in a comedy club. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The good news is you'll get it tomorrow and it'll be good. And also that this happened on a Sunday night. I mean, there's not a lot of action happening, you know what I mean, in the world on woodworking and comedy on a Sunday night.
I'm just happy that you were here.
Yeah,
I'm happy I'm alive. I'm happy I get to go to sleep right now.
Yep.
And
dude, I'm so glad I don't know about sleep because I was hoping we could do a 9-hour marathon podcast.
I'm in the Guinness Book of Records on the longest stand-up show. Were you involved in that? It was like a 90-hour show at the Laugh Factory. Did you do it?
I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if our names are in there. I don't know.
And I did a set. Watch this. That's the one day I did a set in L.A. at 5 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And I did a set in Arizona 8 hours later.
Wow.
So it was two different states.
That's
not
cool.
just two sets in one day.
Yeah.
Two different. I went up at I went up like at 5 in the morning and then got on an airplane.
Nice.
I think I'm in the Guinness Book of Records for the largest NYPD class, any class in the history of the human race. 2,900 cops in one day graduated. I had the lowest rated sitcom in the history of TV, Guinness Book of Records. I might have had the least arrests in the NYPD. 9 arrests in 12 years. That might be a record.
Wow.
My gun was so rusted shut, I would have to throw it at a perpetrator. For real.
That's funny. Did you have to turn your gun in when you stopped being a cop?
It's a very good question.
Yeah. Or do you keep it?
I had 3 handguns. No.
Yeah.
I resigned.
Yeah.
So when you resign, you no longer. The next day, you don't have the right to own a gun. You're not a retired cop. You're a former cop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You quit. So the day I resigned, I had 3 handguns I had to hand in. 3. I had like a Ruger Service 6, maybe a 357. I don't know which 3 they were. And this is how crazy it was. The day I resigned, you go to like the gun and shield desk. I mean, you go to like, so you hand in your shield.
Yeah.
And a lot of the women that work there are similar to women that work at the DMV with the fingernails and the, you know, the long, the weave, etc.
Right.
He's a lovable hack. He's describing colored women and he's not saying it out loud.
Yeah. And if he were to give them a name, he's such a hack. He would call them
Shatima.
Yeah, Shanae.
So I handed
the most common name.
I handed my shield to a desk and signed something, and she says, "You can't quit. I know you got a TV deal. We read about you in the news.
Yeah, nice.
But you only have 8 more years till a pension."
Yeah.
Then I go
she's like encouraging. You can't.
She's very nice.
You only got 8 more years,
Bulletproof
baby.
desk.
Yeah.
Then I hand him my ID card. I hand that in. The last thing I have is 3 handguns in a bag with like a zip tie through all the like, you know what I mean?
The trigger.
So to show you that it's empty. And they go, that's in the basement. I go to the basement and it's a cage, just like Danny DeVito was behind in Taxi. It's a metal cage with an aperture.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, how you doing? I'm a former New York City cop. I'm resigning today. Someone's standing behind this, and he goes, what do you got? I go, I got 3 handguns. He goes, are they all safe? I said, yeah, they're safe. He said, let me see your ID or your shield. I go, I don't have them.
I already turned it in.
And he goes, so you're telling me you're standing there with 3 handguns and you can't prove that you were ever a cop? I said, exactly. And he just turned and walked away. He didn't even say anything. He just turned and walked away. And with that, this is a true story. A big husky Hawaiian guy walked by. He's behind, and he goes, yo, are you the dude that does the stand-ups? I said, yeah. He goes, dude, your dad's ass crack's been showing for 30 years. I go, yeah. He goes, your dad could be an astronaut and his ass crack would show. So I'm standing there holding the fucking gun. He's doing my act. Yeah. And I said, where did you see it? He goes, by random Caroline's. You did like a 12-minute sketch. And then with that, John Criscolo comes waddling by. He was a cop I worked with in Coney Island. We did a lot of tours together.
Yeah.
Who is now in the rubber gun squad, had his gun and shield taken, and he's working, like a desk job because he had a casino in his garage in Brooklyn. He had slot machines and poker machines. Yeah. And now he walks by and goes, DiResta, hey, good live. We heard about this show, blah, blah, blah. And so he said, come out. He let me in the door behind the cage, and we called a couple of guys, and they gave me a send-off, and I signed all the paperwork. So to answer your question, I handed in all 3 handguns 27 and a half years ago, and I do not miss them. I don't like them. Obviously, I wish I had one, but I tell a lot of people in the last 27 years, if I had one, it would have been used in the wrong way on any different level, however you want to take that, whether it's died or someone found it. And I am so glad I don't have it. I don't like them at all. I don't like them. Even when my kids were in their teens, I said there's 2 things. You never get on a motorcycle, ever. You don't date a guy that has a motorcycle. You don't ride a motorcycle at a party. You don't get on one at the beach, ever. And the second you see a handgun taken out of a box or out of a drawer, you get up and run. I don't give a shit. You run. So
that's right. Here's another advice that, speaking of good advice and dad tips, my wife reminded me of this one. As my son, we were at the stoplight, and you're at the stoplight, and then the light turns green. You got to make that left turn. No matter how much the person behind you is pressuring, like we told our son, you don't go until it's safe and comfortable. Just because the person behind you is like, come on, man, go, beep, 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 beep. Because they don't know what's in front. They don't know if the car's coming too fast or if there's a person that's trying to cross in the crosswalk. So don't go until you're till you feel safe and comfortable to make that left turn. After you turned everything in when you were a cop, was there one thing that you really like hated letting go? Would you like the badge or something, or like was there a certain
watch this.
item that you were?
The story has so I hadn't smoked pot in 12 years because I didn't want to lose the job. Right, I was respectful, and I have kids and the whole bit. And after I got behind the cage, signed some paperwork, I called Santo Russo. His old partner was Santo Russo, and Santo and I loved each other. So I called from the department phone. We called Santo in Brooklyn. I said my goodbyes. I walked out to the car that I drove to One Police Plaza, March 27th, 1998, and there was a ticket under the windshield.
Damn.
I parked 1 inch in a red zone.
Wow.
Right? So
Yeah.
so watch this. Instead of grabbing the ticket and then getting in the car, I did the old white trash. You put the wiper on and you do the reach around, you time it.
Yeah.
I took the ticket and I knew I was moving to LA.
Yeah.
I lit the ticket on fire and used that to light my very first joint in 12 years, sitting outside as a civilian.
Wow.
For real, that's a true
Wow.
story. I took like 2 hits off a pre-rolled joint
Wow.
that I was saving for 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and so the one thing I wanted for the book that we're going to write, that you reminded me I should write.
Yeah.
Right now, 27 and a half years later, I wish I would have stolen. It would have been stolen, my police ID, or taken a photo.
Yeah.
I know I have photos of it somewhere.
Yeah.
But it would have cost me 2 days' pay if I would have just said, "Hey, I lost my police ID." Nobody
Yeah.
would have cared.
Right.
But there was a few people that were out to get me because I had a big TV deal and I'm an actor and no one else is.
Yeah.
And there's people out of lieutenants and sergeants and captains that dislike me because what am I doing
Right.
in public making fun of transit police?
Yeah.
You ride, we hide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, the whole bit. Did you know we were the only transit police department in New York? Did you know why?
I didn't know why.
Because when you say you're a cop and then you say you're transit,
Yeah.
people go, "Oh, transit." You get it? Oh, transit. It's Irish.
Yeah. Transit.
So I didn't want to be dragged through the mud that I stole the ID.
Yeah.
You know, it's a crime. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I didn't lose it. I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
And another thing I really wanted to take, I had like 1 day left on the job, and I'm in the office, and somehow, some way, I opened up a cabinet, and there was my file. There was John DiResta's whole history of being suspended, being transferred, who he made fun of, why he didn't, you know what I mean? His sick record, the gout, I had a gout, they investigated why I always had, like, it was everything I had ever done, and it was in my hands to use for evidence in a book.
Yeah, for a book.
But that would have had to be stolen.
Yeah.
That wasn't I lost my ID.
Right.
That would have had to been stolen, and I just didn't need the hassles.
Yeah.
Because it was a legitimate theft.
Unless you could photocopy.
I just didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Great. You know what? Anything else? You guys are awesome. If you've made it this far into the podcast, thank you. And leave a comment, share this episode, let people know where to come and hear something light and different than you normally would hear on other podcasts and stuff. Come see us live at a show and laugh your ass off. And John, anything you want to say before we go?
No, thank you for this. I appreciate it. Seeing you guys really made me happy. And it gives validation to this whole crazy lost cell phone, hung around, car blocked. Now I'm going to just wait for the 50 and dues have been paid.
Yeah. Man, I hope you guys listen. I was thinking about this. Like, a doctor will heal your bones and a therapist will heal your mind, but laughter will heal your soul. And hopefully we did a little bit of healing today and give you a few laughs here and there. And it's just
There's probably a joke there. Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah.
But something is the something. You know what I mean? Laughter is the best medicine, but sex is blah blah blah. Is that being hacky?
Yeah, there's probably something in there that's beautiful that you could turn hacky. I'll see you next week on that. I'm trying to give this beautiful message, and you're like, there's probably something hacky in there. Let me think about it. Let me see.
Yeah.
Don't worry, be hacky. Laughter's the best medicine, but something about but at leleast you're hacky.
But sex is even better.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
that
simple
is
joke.
funny. Laughter's the best. No, laughter's the best medicine. But if you really need some medicine, have some sex, right?
Laughter is the best medicine. But
bolos are even better.
Yeah. No, there's probably dude. You know I'm a hack. There's a masturbation joke in there, right? Laughter is the best medicine, but
yeah,
masturbation ain't so bad.
I self-medicate and I
Masturbation ain't... You know I worked on a fishing boat, right?
You did?
Yeah, I did. In the summer of 77. I started off as a junior beta, and I worked my way up to a masturbator.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What else?
Don't worry.
Be hacky. Listen, pal, we got to get out of here, man. Tell me another one. Don't you have an uncle?
Oh, no. Uncle Kenny?
Yeah, tell me about him.
Oh. Well, he took me on a fishing trip. And, was that? Yeah. And I remember looking...
All right, guys, I got to go. Don't
worry. Be hacky.
Love you.
Everybody listen to Darren Carter. We all know he's the party starter. So if you want to listen to a podcast for free, then listen to the Pocket Party.